Speaker, and I rise to contribute to the Justice Legislation Amendment Police and Other Matters Bill 2023, and I want to thank all the contributors to this bill, previous contributors, for their input. Firstly, I want to acknowledge our VicPol members right across the state for the fantastic work that they do in keeping us safe, and it's hard work, and they do an amazing job. And in particular, out in my area of Melton, we've got a great police workforce out there, led by Lisa Prentice-Evans. I've had a lot to do with the local police out there and dealing with a lot of the community issues, and I can't thank them enough. I hope it's a quiet Christmas period for them. It's not likely to be, but let's keep our fingers crossed that it is. And also here in the parliamentary precinct, the PSOs, the wonderful work that they do in keeping us safe around the precinct, and the PSOs right across the system, but in particular here, keeping us safe. It's fantastic, and again, I wish them all very well for the festive season. Of course, this legislation had wide consultation prior to being put to the House, and I should just rattle off the different stakeholders that were involved in the consultation process. And of course, that was Victoria Police, TPAV, the Police Association, the Police Registration and Services Board, IBAC, the Victorian Firearms Consultative Committee, Fire Rescue Victoria, the Country Fire Authority, VCAT, the Aboriginal Justice Caucus and the First Peoples Assembly of Victoria, Victorian Legal Aid, and of course the Commission for Children and Young People. So this bill is very important, and of course it was important to consult widely, and just rattling off those agencies there just goes to show what work was put in place to formulate this bill and to put it before the House. Of course, this legislation is designed and targeted to bringing in a new era of integrity, community alignment and safety within the Victoria Police. And of course, we know that there have been some moments in past years in regard to some things that have happened within VicPol. They're obviously going through cultural change, and this bill will assist with that. It's a comprehensive bill that covers off a series of reforms detailed to fortify the very fabric of the discipline system, ensuring that the conduct of Victoria Police personnel brings into line with the expectations that we have right across our community. The bill also extends beyond discipline, reaching into the realm of community safety by bolstering Victoria Police's ability to regulate firearms. It contains administrative enhancements to the operation of the Countering Violent Extremism Multi-Agency Panel, and they are set to amplify our collective efforts in safeguarding our communities against evolving threats. And we always know that there's always some extremists out there that want to threaten our communities and individuals. The bill broadens the circumstances under which police officers are authorised to employ vehicle immobilising devices, and that's a critical measure to keep the public safe. And of course, we've seen in recent events, driving events, where the police have had to use those road spikes, and this will just broaden the opportunity for them to use the road spikes. Of course, a crucial aspect of this bill is its commitment to privacy, particularly clear in the provisions dedicated to elevating the privacy of participants in the restorative engagement and redress scheme for the Victoria Police. It underscores our dedication to creating a system that not only addresses grievances, but does so with the utmost respect for the individuals involved. Of course, there are technical alterations. The bill also incorporates minor technical amendments to various Victorian legislations, further refining the legal framework within which we run. Of course, we delve deeper into the details of the transformative bill. Let us collectively recognise its profound impact on the principles of justice, safety and community trust. And together, we embark on a journey towards more accountable, secure and harmonious Victoria, and that starts with our police force. So the legislation currently under consideration in the House brings forth a series of transformative measures in the realm of policing, with the overarching goal of fortifying the integrity of the Victorian Police discipline system and aiding both Victoria Police and allied agencies in upholding the community safety. The proposed legislation introduces amendments to the Victorian Police Act 2013 with the primary aim of enhancing the discipline system. Notably, in 2022, there was a notable uptick in disciplinary hearings involving police officers and protective service officers facing some charges related to breaches of discipline under the Police Act or criminal offences. And again, all industries have some people that don't toe the line, and we've got to admit that in VicPol they've had some incidents where some of their members have not complied with things that you would expect that they would comply with, and unfortunately have faced some disciplinary processes, and this will strengthen and bolster up those processes to deal with them. And of course, as I say, the majority of VicPol officers exemplify their values and standards expected by the rest of us in the community. And of course, it's imperative that we establish a robust discipline system that keeps the members accountable and keeps and maintains an appropriate standard that the community would expect. So I'm pleased that this bill will bolster that up. Of course, there's reference to the Victorian Police Code of Conduct, and that to be used as a benchmark, and we all know that in the past some people have breached that. So that's an important issue. And in cases of disciplinary inquiries, a police officer or a PSO has the choice to seek a postponement to those inquiries based on medical grounds. And of course, they would be required to provide medical evidence of that to postpone any actions against them or any investigation against them, and that would have to be dealt with by a qualified medical officer. Of course, the assessment at times will specifically evaluate their physical and mental health, or whether they can proceed through the inquiry based on their health and welfare, and making sure that they're capable both from a mental point of view and a physical point of view of whether they would be able to proceed through the investigation process. There's also the introduction of good behaviour bonds in cases of disciplinary breaches, and of course indeed for some criminal offences. And there's a situation where some additional conditions can be placed on the person under investigation if there's findings against them, where there can be some additional things that the police force may wish to add to any outcome in regard to an investigation. This bill is an important bill for the state to bolster up and improve, as I said earlier, improve the culture within the VicPol. And as I say, it's only a minority of people within VicPol that have caused any problems and had any problems. And I'm pleased to say that the majority of our police officers are fantastic people that protect us right across the community. Again, as I say, just as a reminder, it's really about cultural change, and that's what it assists with to meet our community standards. Just with the minute that I've got to go, again, I'm going to come back to the importance of police work and what they do and the pressures that they're put under. Sometimes they become a target of some people within our community, which is totally inappropriate. I can't understand why people would do that. I extend, again, my thanks and support to all our VicPol members, our PSOs again. I want to take this opportunity to make sure that not only the police and the PSOs, but everyone in this chamber, in this parliament, and their families have a great festive season and hopefully have a nice break away with their family, come back nice and refreshed next year, and we can get back into it and battle on again. So I commend this bill to the House. Thank you.